This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video, this time on my own personal YouTube channel. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me this Friday morning. As always, it is very much appreciated, and I hope that you are all doing well. An interesting weekend of racing coming up all over the world, really, starting with National Hunt Racing at Down Royal and Wetherby here in the UK and Ireland this afternoon. Then it's the Breeders' Cup in America tonight, the 2-year-olds, and tomorrow night. Australian racing tonight with the Golden Eagle and the VRC Derby, the Victoria Derby. Classic night again tonight out in Australia. And then it's Classic Trials in the morning in South Africa in Terfontein, and on Sunday before we have the Breeders' Cup again, Charlie Hall Chase and Down Royal tomorrow again. Fantastic weekend. Tenno show in Japan as well on Sunday. Fantastic weekend of racing. But this video is going to be a Classic Watch 26 horse. I've managed to find one. It's going to look as though it's going to be fairly short, but this is not a gambling channel. I've never indicated that. I just like to find the best horses, and the trouble with the Australian racing is there's so much of it that it's quite hard to predict what horses are going to go for what races. You know, I could identify the best 3-year-old like B-Wacked and it win the Golden Rose by 7 lengths and not turn up and win the Classic. So it is what it is, Australian racing. So people have to wait until the very last minute, I think, before they can nail themselves to one mast, nail their colours to some horses in the race once they know they're actually turning up. This horse, as I said, is an Australian horse today, and it is entered in the VRC Derby. We're going to take a look at that horse, but before we do that, where can people find the horses? ClassicWatch2026.great/site.net is the website where people will be able to find the horses. You'll see there the website very much in its infancy, just the Australian trained horses tab there at the moment, and the Roll of Honour has only got the one winner on it. West of Swindon, our horse for the Caulfield Guineas at the start of this month, which sadly didn't win, but we're hoping for much better from the second colt on the site, ClassicWatch2026.great/site.net, and that horse in question is Observer. Observer, trained by Kieran Marr out of his own track of Warwick Farm, a 3-year-old bay colt owned by Godolphin, bred by Godolphin, sired by Gayath, who is a shuttle sire. He's a sire in the UK really, but did a few crops in Australia out of a dam called Smooth, who herself was sired by Lonro. People will see, if they look at the form of Observer, Observer has had 6 runs in his career, 2 wins, 2 seconds and a third. So this horse has been placed 5 out of 6 starts in the first 3, managing to win on 2 occasions, earning so far $587,100 Australian dollars in his career. This horse is improving very quickly. You'll see it was only 3 starts ago. The horse was beaten in an evergreen turf second behind the Belmont Gangster. And you'll see since then, the horse has finished 3rd in the Caulfield Guineas. We did West of Swindon in that race. This horse, Observer, in this race actually beat ours. West of Swindon was 9th, and Observer finished 3rd. And then Observer, last time out, came out and won what apparently I was told when this race, it was quite an informative trial for the VRC Derby, the Group 2 Vars at Moonee Valley, only a week ago on the 25th of October 2025, where you'll see what happened there. It was an incredible ride that Mark Zara gave the horse on that occasion, I thought. You'll see there, Group 2 winner though, on his last start. So he is going into the Derby on the back of a graded win, which is, I think, the least we can expect if things are going well. You know, we were lucky in the second race. Ole Dancer was beaten in the prelude and managed to reverse the form in the Guineas itself. You know, Observer, you'll see their return on investment, still a losing horse, minus 46%. This is not a gambling channel, but this is probably this is what I do feel is a classic horse anyway, irrespective of what it does tomorrow. You'll see there, I know some people like to look at the Racing Post at these things. They'll see Observer. Is there a Racing Post rating, the best Racing Post rating so far of 111, which he gained twice when beating Providence by a half a length, and when third in the Guineas, beaten 2.5 lengths by Autumn Boy, when relatively unfancied 19-1 chance on the day. If he'd have just got home that day, it'd have been a different ROI, wouldn't it, on the horse? Such as the fine margins of racing. You'll see there, the horse has entered at Flemington in a race over 1 mile, 4.5 furlongs. That race is the VRC Derby. You can see that as well on the profile of the horse on the Australian tab as well. The Howden Victoria Derby is a general 2.25 Aussie dollar shot at the moment. Hopefully you'll get to a threes, 3.0, 2 to 1. If I can somehow get that, then hopefully I would be delighted. But I'm just looking forward to watching the horse go round as in the usual fashion anyway, because he is a good horse. And I do think if he lines up Stake His Chance, he will deserve his place on Classic Watch 26. Just a matter of hopefully him getting there to the track and being in the right form. Right. What we're going to do, the usual fashion, we're going to take a look at the first 5 dams of this horse, because for a more distant look at the pedigree of this one, I can refer you to another video, really, because we've already looked at this line on a few occasions in the Classic Watch project. In fact, they've all won classics. They've all won derbies and ledgers. Borna won the Italian derby and was beaten ahead in the German classic, which is a Group 1, Italian derby, only a Group 2. And the other one we tried was a Continuous that won the UK ledger. So Observer not only is going for Classic Watch 26, he's really going for line 1T on the whole Classic Watch project. Can we go 3 out of 3 on dam line 1T? It's an interesting horse. You'll see it's really a good mixture of Godolphin breeding. You know, there's many a horse here that if people would follow Godolphin horses over the years, they will remember. You know, but we've got to start at the beginning. You'll see there, Observer, as we know, sired by Gayath, out of a dam called Smooth. Before we do that, there's a relative we've got to take a look at, Sandpaper. I remember this one going round myself. I actually identified one like this for Classic Watch 23, Mellifluent, the horse was called. It might have even been Classic Watch 24, but it turned out to be no good. Not as good as this one anyway, nowhere near. It did win first time out though, so I did get excited, which is more than what this one did. Interesting line, this one. Sandpaper, a gelding, born in 2019, sired by Snitzel, out of a dam called Smooth. So this one is a half-sister to Observer. Sandpaper raced 27 times in his career, 5 wins, 5 seconds and 2 thirds. So 12 out of 27 starts in the first 3, earnings of $593,825 Australian dollars. I thought this horse was quite average. I remember it going round. It actually did win a Group 3 though. It won the Group 3 Newcastle Stakes. I didn't know that. And it also won the listed Gothic Stakes back in 2022. When Godolphin, I think, did have the horse. Not sure if they've still got it now. But yeah, it has been going round. It has gone round quite a few times, it's fair to say. But yeah, it's a Group 3 enlisted winning, half-brother to Observer. Take a look at the dam now, Smooth. A mare born in 2014, sired by Lonro, out of Miss Right Note. So Smooth was unraced in her career in 2016 around. No racing at all by her. But she did breed some very interesting horses that we've seen Observer, and she is a well-bred horse herself. Ambiance is one we need to look at. Ambiance is a mare born in 2012, sired by Street Cry, out of Miss Right Note. So this is a half-sister to our horse. Ambiance raced 17 times in her career, 3 wins, 4 seconds, 3 thirds. 10 out of 17 starts in the first 3, and she earned $516,414. Ambiance won the Group 2 Wakeful Stakes of 2015 and the listed Dulcify Stakes held at Randwick. She was also second in the 2016 ATC Australia Oaks, Group 1, and the Queensland Oaks, Group 1 as well. And second also in the Group 3 Epona Stakes. Third in the VRC Oaks, Group 1 at Flemington as well as the Group 3 Ethereal Stake at Caulfield. She certainly ran some good races, ambience, and did very well indeed. She was also the dam of this horse here, Atmosphere, another one I remember going round, a gelding, born in 2019, sired by Lonro, out of Ambience. Atmosphere raced 24 times in his career, 4 wins, 7 seconds and 3 thirds. 14 out of 24 starts in the first 3 for earnings of $365,850 Australian dollars in his career. Atmosphere never won a pattern race. I didn't think he did. He was second in the Group 3 Hawkesbury Guineas of 2023 and placed in 2 listed races, the Springtime Stakes and the South Pacific Stakes. It's an average horse, really. He was, to be fair to him. A very interesting horse, though, coming up, Piero. Piero, a horse born in 2009, sired by Lonro, out of Miss Right Note. So our dam of this horse, Smooth, is a full brother, full sister to a Piero. Fantastic horse in his time, Piero. Raced 14 times in his career, 11 wins, 2 seconds and a third. Never out of the first 3 in 14 starts in his life. What a horse. Earnings of $4,536,650 Australian dollars. And to think this horse is a full brother to our dam. You can see why they want Observer, not only for the female line, because Gayaf is their stallion as well. You know, Piero, very good horse. Winner of 11 of his 14 starts. He, as a 2-year-old, he won the Golden Slipper Group 1 in 2012. He also won the Size Produce Group 1. He also won the Champagne Stakes Group 1. He also won the 2013 Group 1 George Ryder Stakes. He also won the Canterbury. So he was also a sprinter, really. Oh no, he was second there in the 2012 Caulfield Guineas. He even got Piero beat in the Caulfield Guineas. Oh my word! So he got Broadside in beating it last year as well. So you see, it's one thing identifying the horses. They still have to go round and get the job done. The horse won so many races. Won the Silver Slipper Stakes. Won the Group 2 Todman. The Stut Stakes, the Hobartville Stakes, that's a race Broadside in one as well. Run to the Rose, a Group 3 race as well. No Golden Rose though, that Bivouac won. Not Bivouac, Bivouac. It's a very interesting horse, Piero. You'll see he was also third in the Cox Plate of 2012 as well. Champion 2-year-old in Australia. Champion first, second and third season sire in Australia. His 2021 fee standing at Coolmore is a fee of 110,000 Australian dollars. Very, very interesting sire, though, I thought, Piero. Not as good as I thought he was. You know, I looked at his record, and he's not really sired that many stakes winners. Really, compared to be fair to him. Sneaks up on quite a low count. When they're good, they're good. But there's a few that aren't. Overall, though, Piero sired plenty of horses, 1,059 foals in his career. You'll see there, like they say, leading Australian first season sire, third on the Australian sires list as well in 2019 and 20. 1,059 foals have gone round. Only 761 of them have ran. Between them, 544 horses have won 1,557 races. The horse has only sired 40 individual stakes winners, but between them they have won 77 stakes races, so you guarantee pretty much more than nearly 2 a horse. And the same is true with the graded winners. 25 individual graded winners have won 49 individual graded races between them. But I thought he was a better sire than that, to be fair to him. I thought he'd sired a lot more stakes winners than that. Predominantly only gone round in Australia, Hong Kong and New Zealand. Not many have gone round in the Northern Hemisphere at all, if any, looking at that. I'll be very interested. Not one Piero has gone round in the Northern Hemisphere. You'll see the best horses, really, both Peter's Investment horses, Arcadia Queen and Regal Power, out in Western Australia. Pirata, that was a good one. That was a sire. I think that was a sire, wasn't it? Isn't it now? I'm not sure. Pinot, that's another Godolphin horse. But yeah, interesting horse. Piero, not as good a stallion as I thought he was after looking at him. I had a good close look at him in this video. But yeah, very good horse. Anyway, let's hopefully Observer does what he did on the track. Estriella is another one we need to look at. A female born in 2020. You'll see now that Miss White Note is the second dam of this horse. Estriella, sired by I Am Invincible out of Madrigal. Estriella raced 11 times in her career, 5 wins and 2 seconds, 7 out of 11 in the first 2, for earnings of $1,381,490 Australian dollars in her career. Good horse, Estriella. She won the Group 2 Caulfield Sprint of 2024. She also won the Group 3 Kevin Hayes Stakes and the listed Sunlight Classic, finishing second in the Group 2 Silver Shadow Stakes as well at Randwick. That's 1,200. So again, another sprinter, it's fair to say. This one is out of Madrigals as well. Love Poem, a filly, born in 2021, sired by Snitzel, out of Madrigals. Love Poem raced 8 times in her career. 2 wins, 3 seconds and 2 thirds. So 7 out of 8 in the first 3 for earnings of $251,375 New Zealand dollars. This one. Love Poem was second in the 2024 New Zealand 2000 Guineas last year. Okay. And she was also placed in the Group 3 Taranaki 2-year-old Classic and the Starway Stakes. She was also third in the Group 2 Matamata Breeder Stakes and the Soliloquy race that we just had, a Group 2 race in New Zealand. So yeah, this one went round in all the trials, it's fair to say, and was just failed on the day to win the New Zealand 1,000 Guineas. Shame I didn't spot this last season. I'd have done this one if I'd have seen it. But I didn't. I was only doing the Kiwis racing from this year. And boy, have I got some horses for that. But hopefully there for another day. Love Poem, though, an interesting filly. I don't know if she's still going round. Miss White Note, the second dam of Observer. Now we're at Miss White Note, a mare born in 2003. Sired by Daylani out of Sky Song. Irish bred. Miss White Note raced 14 times in her career, 2 wins, 2 seconds and 3 thirds. So half of her start, she was in the first 3 for earnings of $57,133 US dollars. It says here. Miss White Note raced in France and Australia at 2 and 3. She's the dam of Piero. No black type form herself, as we know. Well, as it would have said there, I think. But yeah, very interesting horse. She's well bred to a couple of horses that I found. Laverock. Horse born in 2002, sired by Octagonal out of Sky Song. Laverock raced 27 times in his career, 5 wins, 4 seconds and 6 thirds. 15 out of 27 starts in the first 3 for earnings of $577,910 UK pounds. Laverock managed to win the Prix d'Ispahan at 4, Group 1 winner in 2006. The horse also won, he was third in 2 in the Criterium de Saint Cloud and in the Prix Omnium, the second, that is at 3, that races. At 3, the horse won the Group 3 Prix de Fontainebleau, second in the Group 2 Prix Eugene Adam, before winning their Italian Group 1 as well, the GP del Jockey Club in Italy, that's the Italian Derby, I think. It was Group 1 in them days, was it? When Laverock won it in 2006. Horse was also second in the Grosser Dalmar Prize in Germany in Group 1 and third in the Grand Prix Group 1 GP de Saint Cloud. And at 5, the horse was second in the Group 2 Princess of Wales Estates at Newmarket. The horse retired from racing and entered stud at Arras Labé in France. From 2017, standing at Clongiffen Stud in Ireland. Just a national hunt stallion, really, Laverock. But a decent enough one. Siren horses like Black Corn and horses like that. No back number, some of his weren't. Decent enough horse. Lock Eagle is another one, a gelding, born in 2018. Another one on this line, sired by Lonro, out of Song Street. You'll see there, Sky Song is the second dam of this horse. Lock Eagle raced 40 times in his career, 8 wins, 5 seconds and 2 thirds. So only 15 times out of 40 in the first three. But the horse did win 1,970,675 Australian dollars in a lengthy career. Lock Eagle managed to win the Group 2 Ingham of 2023. Horse also was second in the listed South Pacific Stakes and third in the Group 3 Gunsynd Classic of 2022. Group 2 winner at best on his day. And he had a few days looking at that. Third dam of the horse now, Sky Song, a mare born in 1997, sired by Sadler's Wells out of Cricket. You see, this is not an Australian pedigree that we're looking at here with Observer. It's fair to say Piero really there's only recently done a job out there. Sky Song raced 6 times in her career and was third on 2 occasions, winning $8,131 in her career, raced in France at 3, sent to the USA, Ireland, and then back to the USA for breeding purposes at relative points in her career. Excuse me. But again, she's interestingly bred. There's some good horses before her. Flying Cloud, a mare born in 2006, sired by Storming Home out of Cricket. So this is a half-sister to the third dam of Observer. Flying Cloud raced 11 times in her career, 3 wins, a second and 2 thirds, 6 out of 11 starts in the first 3, earnings of £189,513 in her career. Flying Cloud was Royal Ascot winner. She won the Group 2 Ribblesdale Stakes of 2009, and she also won the Group 3 Prix Cleopatra, second in the Group 1 Pretty Polly Stakes the year after, as well as being placed in the Group 2 Middleton and the Winter Hill Stakes as well. Interesting horse. Never really bred a lot though, because I couldn't find anything that was coming up in this video, so disappointing. Captain Webb was another one. This horse won 4 out of 7 starts. A horse born in 2005, sired by Storming Home again, out of Cricket. 4 out of 7 starts, earnings of £36,526 UK pounds. Captain Webb won the listed Glasgow Stakes, which is, I suppose, a Derby trial, classic trial, of 2008 at Hamilton. This is an interesting horse because you got four branches of the same horse, all winning in pattern races here. Open Offer started the run, a mare born in 2000, sired by Cado Genera out of Cricket. So again, another half sister to the third dam of our horse. Open Offer raced 21 times in her career, 4 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. So 8 of 21 in the first 3, earnings of €96,520 in France. Open Offer was third in 2 listed races, the Prix Tantiem at 4 and the Prix de la Papinière at 5, trained by Madame C. Scamema Vernier. She raced in France and Germany. And she produced Lady Maydan, a mare born in 2008, sired by American Post. Lady Maydan raced 13 times in her career, 3 wins, 2 seconds and 5 thirds. 10 of 13 starts in the first 3, earnings of €74,400 in her career. Lady Maydan managed to win the listed Prix Ceres at 3 in 2011. She was trained by Francois Rohort. She in turn bred a pattern racehorse. She in turn bred Montviet in the year 2016. Montviet sired by Le Havre. Montviet raced 6 times in her career, 2 wins and a third. Earnings €47,000 in her career. Montviet was second in the Group 3 Prix de Reservoir over a mile at 2. In 2018, trained by Jean-Claude Rouget. And again, she bred a pattern class horse, Montel, a filly born in 2021, sired by Cable Bay. Montel raced 14 times in her career, 4 wins, a second and 2 thirds. 7 out of 14 starts in the first 3. She earned €161,600 in France. Montel was managed to win the Group 3 Prix Texanita last year of 2024, and she was also a Group 3 winner this year in the Prix de Gros Chêne and the Prix de Petit Crevet. Triple Group 3 winner. She was also second in 2 pattern races at 2, the Prix Saraca and the Prix Miesque Group 3 race at Chantilly. So yeah, pretty good sprinter this horse, sired by Cable Bay. Yeah, interesting. Four mares all producing the job, all related to our horse. Agathonia is one we need to take a look at as well. I do remember this one, a mare born in 2014, a Godolphin horse, sired by Street Cry out of Regency Romance. People see that Cricket is the second dam of this horse. Agathonia raced 17 times in her career, 3 wins, 4 seconds and 2/3. So 9 out of 17 starts in the first 3. Earnings of €82,287 in Great Britain, France and Germany. Well, she didn't earn any euros here. Agathonia at 4, she managed to win the listed Grosser Prize, the NHWK at Hoppegarten. And at 3, she was second in the Group 3 Grosser Prize, the Mühlen Stiftung. And she was also placed in the listed BMW Niedersland Hangover at Hangover. 3rd in the Prix Belle-Nuit at St. Cloud as well, listed race in 2017. This is a Godolphin horse trained by Henri Alex Pantal. I presume someone trained it in Britain first. Normally happens with some of his. Agathonia, not really that decent. Managed to win a listed German race at 4, but I do remember her going round. Knight's Tour, I don't remember this one going round. A horse born in 2008, sired by Reset out of Hestia. So this is a Cricket, the second dam of this one as well. You'll see this one did go round in Australia. Not in New Zealand, Knight's Tour, 4 starts, never out of the first 3 in all his 4 starts, according to this. Earnings of 82,125 New Zealand dollars. I imagine he raced on after this, they just never updated it. Well, they might not have done. Knight's Tour was the winner of the Group 2 2011 Great Northern Guineas at Ellerslie, defeating Ocean Park, the horse that won the Cox Plate. 2019 Australian Weaning, I thought I was going to say horse of the year. 2014 Stallion at India in the end. Died sadly in 2021 in India. So his first 4 starts, bred by Darley in Australia. And Group 2, Great Northern Guineas winner, who was exported to India. We're now at the 4th dam of our horse, Observatory Cricket. Cricket, a mare born in 1990, sired by Shirley Heights out of Gislane. Cricket raced 2 times in her life, according to this, 1 win and 1 second, earning £11,941 UK pounds. She was second in the listed Radley Stakes on what proved to be her second and final start, according to this. And she went for that first time out. More a case, again, I think the site not being updated. You never know, though. Bred a horse owned by Sheikh Mohammed and bred by Gerald Lee. Might have just been injured. Again, though, she's in the pedigree. There's some nice horses, Gislane, who have been associated with Godolphin over the years. Opinion Poll, a gelding born in 2006, sired by Horling out of Ahead. You'll see there Gislane is the second dam of this horse. Opinion Poll raced 27 times in his career, 10 wins, 7 seconds and 5/3. Good horse he was, 22 out of 27 starts in the first 3. Earnings of £1,071,480 UK pounds in his career. Opinion Poll won some races. He won 2 Group 2s, the Lonsdale Cup and the Goodwood Cup, and he won 2 Group 3s, the Dubai Gold Cup and Henry II Stakes. Placed in further Group 1s, two Gold Cups at Ascot in 2011 and 2012, and he was also placed in the 2010 French St Leger, the Prix Royal Oak at Meydan. The horse had a very good career, it's fair to say. His older sister, Horatia, I don't remember her going round, a mare born in 1986, sired by Machiavellian, also out of Ahead. Horatia raced 12 times in her career, 4 wins, 4 seconds and 2/3. 12, so that's 10 out of 12 in the first 3. earnings of $150,755 in her career. Horatia won the Group 3 Vinery Matchmaker Stakes out in America and was also placed in the Group 2 Long Island Handicap as well in her career. Group 2 and Group 3 placed. Good effort, owned and bred by Gerald Lee, I think that one was. Mark of Distinction. Horse born in 1986. You'll see Ghislaine is the first dam of this horse. Mark of Distinction, sired by Known Facts out of Ghislaine. Raced 12 times in his career, 5 wins, a second and 2 thirds, 8 out of 12 starts in the first 3. Earnings of $653,166. Mark of Distinction won the Queen Elizabeth II Stakes, Group 1, the QE2. Also won the Group 2, what was now Group 1, Queen Anne Stakes. Also won the Trust House Forte Mile Group 2. I think that's the race at Goodwood, which is now the Celebration Mile. I might be wrong. Might have been the Sundown Mile, I suppose, mightn't it? Also third in the Group 1 Sussex Stakes, fourth in the 2,000 Guineas of 1989. Mark of Distinction, champion older miler in Europe, sadly died in 1996 while siring horses in Japan. Soul Salon, a horse born in 1999, sired by South. Looking at that one the other day, that line out of the dam called Heady. You'll see there Ghislaine, the second dam of this horse as well. Soul Salon raced 37 times in his career, 8 wins, 7 seconds and 5 thirds. 20 out of 37 starts in the first 3. Earnings $466,841 UK pounds. Soul Salon raced a lot of times in Italy by the look of this. This won the Group 3 Premio Chisura 3 times. Also won the Group 3 Prix Edmond Blanc in France and the listed Premio del Dado in Italy and the Premio Pisa in Italy. Second in the Lockinge Group 1 race and also second in the Group 2 Premio Rebo, the Premio Emilio Turati, and third in the Group 1 Premio Vittorio Di Capua and the Queen Anne. So this horse was placed in 3 Group 1s and 2 Group 2s and managed to win 4, is that? Yeah, 4 Group 3 races and 2 listed races, Soul Salon, in his career. A good go he had, didn't he? Fair play to him. Ghislaine we're at now, the 5th dam of the horse. Observer, sired by Icecapade out of Cambretta. Ghislaine won 1 out of her 2 starts, earning $2,652 US dollars. No pattern form, although we know she is a black site producer. Another one bred by Gerald Lee. Another horse that was on this line is Borna. And that's the video I can link you to have a more in-depth look at this line. This is just the direct line of Observer, more than anything. There's plenty more as well. We'll take a brief look on the historical site in a minute. Borna was a horse born in 2021, sired by Saxon Warrior out of Kingdom Come. You'll see there that Ghislaine is the 5th dam of this one. Heady is the 4th dam. So the one we just looked at, Soul Salon, is definitely on the same line as this one. Borna has raced 6 times, 3 wins and 2 seconds. Earnings €516,000 raced in Germany and Italy. Borna second in the Grand Criterion Group 3 race at 2. Horse won the Group 2 Derby Italiano, second in the Group 1 German Derby, before this year winning the Group 3 Premio Ambrosiano in Italy as well. A few of these racing in Italy, looking at the line, aren't they? Soul Salon is another one. But yeah, very interesting line, and obviously I can link you to video Borna to as a card in this video rather than bang on about the pedigree as well. It just saves me repeating myself and shortens the video, saves you all a bit of time. So what I will do is I will link everybody to a card featuring Borna from Classic Watch 24 now. And then we can continue the video by having a quick look at the historic line. You will see that our section is pretty good. It goes all the way back to 1948, 1951 Irish Oaks winner, Jebelika. You can even go further back than that, 1947, French Oaks winner, Montanica, is also directly on this line, you see. There's ours, and there's ours going straight off that. Cambien Cambrienne and Torrefranca. You see Jebelica, Torbella, and then you see Cambrienne is there. There's also that section that we looked at, I'm sure got looked at in the Borna video, Dancing Rain. There's a few horses on that line that I've followed over the years. Derby winner of 1992. Dr. Devious is also on this line, but I'm sure they will all be looked at, as well as plenty more horses in the Borna video. Saying that, it's been a long time since I watched it. You might even get a Mystico video. A long time since I made it, really. I don't really watch my own videos back. Mystico, there's probably get a look at that on this line as well, on the Borna video. But yeah, it's a very interesting line, this, historically. And this line with Observer is definitely interesting. It's got a stallion on it, Priero, hasn't it? Yeah, it's got some interesting horses that we've looked at. A very interesting horse, Observer, and it's looking like he is going to take his chance overnight tonight in the Helden Victoria Derby. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just close down a few tabs now and get ready to watch the horse win last time out at Mooney Valley in the Group 2 Vars race, which was only last weekend. So there is a chance that the horse might bounce back and need the run. He might get tired. You know, it's quite unusual for horses to race twice in a week. You know, Observer is attempting to do that, should he line up in the Victoria Derby overnight. But before we discuss his chances in that, let's watch this race and see what we think, shall we?
Providence goes in, stand by for a start. Ready to run. Racing now, Cracker Deal from barrier number 4 jumped away moderately. Observer out quickly. One step closer over towards the inside, began well. Crown of Russia showing some speed, and out wide on the course is Kukui. So they're right across the track here at the post with a lap of the valley to go. Observers 4 off the fence, Cracker Deal 3 wide, Crown of Russia getting up on the inside, and then Kukui, who continues to progress around them, although darts back towards the fence to get one off almost. One step closer, snick back to 5th outside of O'Shamus. Poor old Johnny Ray 3rd last. Providence 2nd last outside of Options, as eventually Observer went to the front in the Vars. 1,400 metres to go with the lights on at the Valley, leading by a length and a quarter. Kukui up to 2nd has worked. Crown of Russia 3rd, and 4th is Cracker Deal. 2 lengths O'Shamus on the fence. Then came the outside, one step closer. Options 3rd last, the rails. The well-supported 2nd favourite. Poor old Johnny Ray is 2nd last. 2 lengths Providence to the back. Observer slackened. 1,000 out a length Kukui. Then came Crown of Russia 3rd, followed by Cracker Deal. They're coming up for air after a quick first 300 metres. 5th on the inside, O'Shamus from one step closer. A length and a quarter Options, poor old Johnny Ray, and last is Providence. So the leader is the odds-on favourite Observer. Runs off the back section, 800 metres to go. Kukui 3/4 of a length away. Crown of Russia 3rd, the inside. Then came Cracker Deal, who's a good stayer, about to peel 3 wide. 2 lengths O'Shamus, one step closer. Poor old Johnny Ray. Options 2nd last. Providence at the end of the field. So Observer tried to stack them up. 500 metres to go. Led the Vars by a half. Kukui. Cracker Deal on the outside is battling on. Crown of Russia next the inside, not picking up ground. Passed by O'Shamus, who's hit traffic. Tries to dart back to the fence. Then one step closer. Options goes back to last, but Observer's kicked around the turn. 200 metres to go. Observer's 4 lengths in front of Kukui. One step closer. Providence from a mile back, but it's Observer. 50 metres to go. He's going to pull it up near the line, ease it right down, and win by 3/4 for an arrogant win. Observer from Providence, then O'Shamus one step closer, and back behind those horses Options, then Kukui, Cracker Deal, poor old Johnny Ray, and at the tail of the field, Crown of Russia. Well, Mark Zara was just dialing Observer down late, keeping plenty in the tank. The Derby is on the back up next Saturday. Tried to keep as much in the gas tank as possible in the last 100 metres. And to the roars of the crowd, with the odds-on favourite Observer winning at 155 and 1.
I mean, I think the commentator there summed that race up perfectly at the end. You can see that's why he did that. You know, he's trying to save energy already, even at that early stage, for this upcoming Victoria Derby tilt at this weekend. So it's fairly safe to say that Godolphin, you would say, think that Observer is a classic horse. I mean, I don't think there is any way, shape or doubt about that they think the Gayaf-sired Observer is in fact a classic horse. So it's just a matter now of seeing if they are right. I mean, I've looked at the pedigree of the horse. I've followed this horse, the pedigree and the various incarnations of this horse for quite a few years, it's fair to say. And chucking their brand new sire Gayaf into the mix, I think Darley and Godolphin in particular will be delighted if Gayaf can get this classic under his belt. And hopefully Observer will be able to do the job on the day tomorrow morning. Right, I think I can leave this video here now. What I will do at the end of it is I will give you a look at all of the Classic Watch 26 possibles now. I think we've got enough horses on the Classic Watch 26 playlist to make it worth including now at some stage. So we will start including that into the videos. And what I will also do is I will give everybody an opportunity who has watched this video and has chosen not to subscribe to the channel so far. I will give you all an opportunity to do just that and subscribe to the channel. That way you will not miss any more content moving forward. You know, and there's also the Patreon channel. Don't forget my own Patreon channel as well. Newman Racing, some paid content, some free content. Always worth having a look at. There'll be something for free on there for you. Or you can always do the right thing and support me for all the great content that I've given you. And you never know, you might have even benefited financially from them. Who knows? That's nothing to do with me, what you get up to in your own time. But for now, I do think I will leave this video here. Like I said, fantastic weekend of racing coming up. So Breeders' Cup, Tenno Show, autumn in Japan, Victoria Derby Classic, the Golden Eagle as well. I wonder if my Japanese-owned horse, trained horse, Panjatao, has turned up in that. You know, that's for me to look at another time. There's also decent national hunt racing this weekend at Wetherby in the UK and down Royal in Ireland. So a little bit for everybody this weekend, I think it's fair to say. Not a bad weekend of racing coming up. So enjoy the rest of your Friday and enjoy your upcoming weekend. Have a nice night Halloweening if you do that sort of thing, trick-or-treating. All you people watching this video now, you can all take your masks off. You know, I see you watching this video in your Halloween masks for some reason. No need for that. But you can take them off now and breathe and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, everyone, and look after yourselves. Goodbye.